Hey everybody, Gary at Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at some 30-minute charts today. This is the 30-minute chart on crude. As most of you know that trade with us know that the 30-minute chart is our anchor chart for day trading. And some of the things we look for to help us pick profitable trades is we want to see our moving averages in alignment. We prefer to have a nice trend, and we need momentum in the direction of our moving averages. Well, this is what we call a mixed chart, and it has been like this in crude most of the day. You could see that we were actually making higher highs, higher lows, and our moving averages were crossed to the upside. But then right in here as we were coming into the US session, momentum actually went to the downside and crude started pulling back. In fact, we even had a moving average crossover with a bearish inflection, and crude did push down for about $350 per contract. But we had significant support right here at the 50 EMA, and then crude tried to go higher, but it was trying to go higher on negative momentum. And you could see we ended up failing, pulled all the way back it down into support, and then it tried to go higher yet again, but was not able to follow through again because momentum was negative. And we finally had this doji bar right here, and then momentum has crossed to the upside. So we'll see if crude's going to follow through now to the upside, because we have the 5 and 13 trying to cross to the upside and momentum trying to cross to the upside. Crude has the potential to actually break out of this channel. You can see it's been in this channel for a long time. It's been in this channel range really for the most part since yesterday afternoon, and crude's just been chopping back and forth inside this area since yesterday, but it can't make a move or a sustained move until the moving averages and momentum are in the same direction. We had the same thing going on with gold today. Gold in the overnight made this big drop, and then we put in this big hammer bar or reversal doji, whichever you want to call it, but nice big bottoming tail. And gold was trying to push higher, but again, we still had bearish momentum. This bar opened right here and then started to drop back down. And then buyers bought it back up, and they tried to push gold higher. And momentum even went positive at this point, but then our moving averages were still to the downside. Ran up to resistance at the 50 EMA. Again, we know the 50 EMA is significant support and resistance. Popped above it, not able to stay above it. Moving averages to the downside, momentum to the upside. Gold pulled back a little, went above the 50 again, wasn't able to stay, closed down here. Then this bar pushed back lower, moving averages crossed to the downside, but not able to maintain that move to the downside because momentum was to the upside. And then gold just kept leaving these bottoming tails. Our moving averages were to the downside. We kept running up to resistance, pulling back, but we never got negative momentum. Even on this push down here, they started to cross, but again, not able to maintain downside momentum, and then ended up reversing. And now we're reversing to the upside. Moving averages are crossing to the upside. So now we have moving averages and momentum in the same direction. And let's see if gold will make a little run higher now. Another example is the ES this morning. We came in this morning. ES, you can see all the moving averages firmly to the upside, but bearish momentum. And ES kept trying to push up, but wasn't able to until finally right here we have our moving averages stacked in the right direction and momentum went positive, and the ES has made a nice push to the upside, in fact all the way up into new all-time highs. But down in here, even though our moving averages were to the upside, trend in general was to the upside, we just weren't able to make any ground in that direction because we didn't have momentum behind us. So price just can't climb significantly on bearish momentum. We need bullish momentum for prices to actually move higher. So when you're trading, just kind of keep an eye on what your moving averages are doing in conjunction with momentum. Make sure your momentum is in the same direction. That'll increase the probabilities of your trades in that direction working out for you.